Old man Henderson used to sit on his porch every evening, smoking his pipe and watching the sunset. Folks in town said he'd seen more years than the oldest oak in the county, and his stories were wild enough to make your hair stand on end. But there was one tale he'd only tell once, on the night the dead came knocking. It was the summer of '43, back when the war had everyone jumpy. Henderson was just a young man then, working the graveyard shift at the mill. One night, as he walked home through the misty hollow, he heard it. 3 slow knocks on the door of the abandoned Carter house. Now, the Carters had been gone for years. Typhoid took 'em all in '29, and nobody dared step foot inside since. But that night, the door creaked open on its own, and out stepped Sarah Carter, pale as moonlight, still wearing the same white dress they buried her in. She looked right at Henderson and whispered, "Best run, boy. They're coming." Then the ground started shaking. From the cemetery up the hill, hands clawed up through the dirt. Not just 1 or 2, dozens. The dead of Blackwood Hollow were climbing out of their graves, their hollow eyes fixed on town. Henderson didn't stick around to ask questions. He ran like hell, screaming for folks to bar their doors. By dawn, the dead were gone. But the town preacher was found stone cold in the cemetery, his face frozen in terror, his Bible clutched open to a single verse, "The dead shall walk before the end." Old man Henderson would always pause here, lean in close and say, "And that's why I never answer a knock after midnight."